Hello there and welcome to another Ninjago Seabound set review. As you can see, we've got the water dragon, and this is a pretty big box, so there we can see the front of it. And then there we have the back with all of the features included. So now let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. And there is everything we get in the water dragon. As you can see, we've got the dragon, we've got the little stand here, and we've got all the minifigures. So we're going to start with those, and of course we're going to start with Scuba Zane here. There you can see his torso and leg printing. He's got the black flippers there. He's got this harpoon weapon with the Jurassic Park gun there, and yeah, you can see he's got the sword in the back here with the air tank and a nice new rubber piece, and the titanium face under the mask. As you can see, of course, this is two pieces for the mouthpiece and the headpiece, so you can see that. Taking his face off, we can see the face and then the back of the head. And of course this does attach onto the legs as well, so you can see the rest of the belt print there. And we're going to keep that on and just take a look at the back print here. So if we take this off, there we can see that, and of course this just attaches over the head like so. It's just one big rubber piece that goes all the way over the back with the big air tank there, and then of course you finish it all off with this new helmet piece, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that is it for Scuba Zane. And we do of course get two Malopian warriors in this, the Moray Guards. Now they are exactly the same, they just have different weapons here. So you can see all of their torso print and leg print, and the flippers there. The brand new head, which is of course the Pyro Whipper head, using a brand new black colour and the blue. And they can see their back prints, and if we take the head off one of them, we'll be able to see all of the print that was obscured. So they can see the rest of the back printing, and then there we can see the rest of the torso printing. So yeah, that is it for the Malopian Warriors, the Moray Guards. Pretty cool minifigures, nice that we get two of them. It's good to build little armies of these villain factions. And of course the next minifigure here is Prince Kalmar, and he's got this big trident piece here. If you take that off, here we can see his torso print and the print on the little tail piece, and his head there. You can turn the head side to side, as you can see. It is a bit obscured by the armor piece, but then yeah, you'll see the print on that and the double molding purple and blue there, and the back of the head mold and the back printing. And then there we can see the full tail piece. And as you see, this one here has got a little clip in it, so you can put a weapon in there if you want to. You can kind of use that to deflect while he attacks with his other hand. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can kind of use the tentacles to hold on to things. It is just on that one though, so none of the other tentacles will attach anything on. But it's still nice that we got one of them. And yeah, that is it for Prince Kalmar. And then finally we have got NRG Near. Sadly this is not exclusive to this set. You can get this in another set, which I think really decreases the value of this quite a bit, unfortunately. But anyway, that aside, you can see the nice water piece here they've used to kind of simulate the kind of crashing waves. You take that off, you can see she just stands in there like so, and then you can see the back of that. And then as you can see, she's got all this water all around her. As you can see, you can kind of move these about however you want, so that's pretty cool. You can see her torso print and leg print. Kind of wish that the legs and torso were in a kind of more neutral blue coloured, normal blue rather than a dark blue. Would have just fit with this arm a lot better, I think, but it's pretty cool. Of course, it's got this transparent arm, and then you can fire off these to kind of shoot water if they work. The cool hair piece here, you can kind of see how it glows in the light with the kind of purple and stuff going through it. It's a nice trans blue with the ponytail at the back there. And if we take all of her accessories off, we'll be able to see her face print. And yeah, there is her face, as you can see. Pretty cool. And there is only one of them. And then there is the really cool back printing. So yeah, that is it for NRG Near. You can kind of see all the glitter effect in this hairpiece, which gives it that real nice shine. It would be cool to get a kind of the hairpieces of the other ninja like this, with this kind of glowing effect, to use for their original NRG forms, their original hairpieces for those. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, this is NRG Near. And before we get onto the water dragon itself, we get these two smaller builds here. First one is this little kind of shrine with the amulet of waves in it. It's got the same kind of glitter effect as Nia's hairpiece. as you can see there, shines in the light. It's a nice blue colour, and yeah, same amulet piece from earlier this year. We can see we've got the kind of shell pieces used there, these tridents, and there's a little bit of water kind of shooting up. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little side build that you can kind of put in with the rest of Merlopia if you want to. If you've got the temple, it'll definitely fit in nicely there. So yeah, that is that. And then we have this submarine for Zane. It's a pretty small build, and it's not exclusive. The only change to this is these white pieces. Everything else is pretty much identical to the other submarines that we get. You can spin this on the back to kind of propel it through the water. Open this up, and if you take out one of these pieces, you can fit 2 minifigures in here. But as it kind of is intended to be built, you can only get one in. So we're just going to put Zane in here, as you can see, and then you can close it up, and he's ready to go diving to the deeper depths, ready to help fight against Kalmar. So yeah, that's the little submarine that's included. Pretty nice little build, and yeah. And then here we have the main attraction to this set, of course. This is the water dragon, the first and probably only water dragon that we have gotten for Ninjago, unless you count the fusion dragon from Hands of Time, but that was kind of a half water, half fire dragon. You didn't really get enough parts to make a full water dragon on its own. So yeah, this is kind of the first one. And as you can see, it is incredibly long. So you can see right from the head there all the way to the tail. It's very long, and this tail just kind of whip around. You can just kind of shake the whole thing about. Got this back bit here, you can just kind of swing about, and then the tail will kind of swing side to side like so. And yeah, it is a very, very long tail. You can see at the end here it's got these little water pieces on it, and the tail is covered in these blue flippers to kind of give it some detail, kind of fins to help it glide through the water, I guess. So yeah, that's the really long tail. As you can see, the back legs are on this small section of body that can also move side to side like so, and they are just these small bits with these ratchet joints on, and then these pretty simple feet with the 3 claws there. Pretty cool. And they are the same on either side, as you can see right there. So yeah, and of course you can lift them, push them forwards like so, and then lift the feet up if you want to lift this up a bit higher like so, which is pretty cool. And then moving along the body, as you can see, we've got this section here. This is a nice place to grab the dragon. It's just nice, you can get your hands around it, and then as you can see right here, there is a place for your finger to go. That is for an action feature that we'll get to in just a little bit. So moving this down, you can see we've got the other legs here, the front legs. They're a bit bigger, and yeah, but they have the same ratchet joints, so they've got the same range of motion. And then the feet are exactly the same, except none of the flippers that are on the back ones, and the little detail at the front is a little bit different. You can see we've got some of the details under the neck here. You can push this down, and then the neck does have these 2 pieces here. This one just moves up and down. It is on a ratchet joint, and you can kind of move it side to side like so, but it won't go this way. And then this next piece is on a ball joint, so that can move however you want it to, like so. And then we have got the face here. So there you can see the print on the top of that, which is pretty cool. We've got the sticker there, and these water pieces at the back, and the golden horns there. And then you can open the mouth all the way like so. And yeah, the mouth is a nice grey colour, which fits with the bottom of the dragon, kind of all the way through the grey underbelly. And yeah, the head is also on a ball joint. There's nothing on the bottom of that, it's just kind of left plain. But yeah, you can just kind of open up your mouth and roar and do whatever you want to, like so. And yeah, it uses the same kind of building system as the Overlord Dragon and the Jungle Dragon from earlier this year with those headpieces. And behind the neck there, you can see we've got this little handlebar piece. So if you want to, you can kind of attach near there, although it's kind of going to be pretty hard to get that to look good. She kind of just has to lean on it like so, and then just kind of float away with the dragon like so, but that's not really accurate to the show. You can move that down if you want to, but it does look better when it is just kind of sat there like so. And then as I showed you earlier with the, you can put your finger here. As you can see, what we can do is we can flap the wings. So they do use the same fabric as the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon from last year. And they do flap pretty nicely, so you can just push on that like so. And the wings will flap up and down. It's a pretty weird motion, but it's a pretty cool feature as you can see. You can see we've got all these stickers around the dragon there with more kind of energy floating through. And you can see we've got the tail here that's whipping about. And then on the other side of the dragon, everything is kind of the same. It's a nice symmetrical design. And yeah, you can flap the wings up and down on this side as well. So yeah, that is basically it for the water dragon. A very cool looking set. And yeah, now let's get on to the ratings for the set. So yeah, this is a very good set. The figure selection is pretty cool. I mean, there's no exclusive figures unfortunately, but I do wish NRG Nia was exclusive, obviously as I explained. Nice little submarine build that you get, and of course this is the cheapest way to get Scuba Zane. Only other way is through the Hydro bounty unfortunately. It's nice that we get these 2 Murray guards to help build your army, and the dragon build itself is pretty cool, and of course most of the pieces in the set go towards that, which is a big bonus. And the only other build of course is this small little shrine, which is a nice addition to the Melopia. So yeah, this is a very good dragon. Of course it is the only water dragon that we have that is a full water dragon, so that's definitely a nice bonus. And yes, a very good build, pretty cool feature, although the motion of the wings is a little weird the way it's built. And of course the dragon is very long, might be one of the longest dragons that we have got, but of course you can kind of wrap the tail around and bring the legs in a bit as well, so you can kind of store it a lot easier if you want to. So yeah, that helps. You can kind of connect the tail there, just kind of stick it in between the wings and the legs to kind of hold it in place like so, and then you can fit it into more places. But yeah, and just before we finish, the instructions here, as you can see the front there, get into this and we get straight in with the build. And then in the back we just have some advertisements for the new sets, as you can see, and then the little action feature with the wings there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review, and so I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.